Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am back yet again tonight to give you some more information on building your business. We'll give it a couple of minutes for those of you that want to chime in live. Last night I kind of ended it, and then I saw a lot of the comments coming up. So we'll definitely give it a few minutes. Want to say I hope everyone had a wonderful day. It was raining for the most part today, and I had a couple appointments myself driving in the rain. Yeah, it had got so bad that we had to put on our four ways, and but we made it safely. So I do hope everyone is doing great tonight. Let's see. Make sure I can get to this chat so that I can see everyone in your comments. So like I said last night, we couldn't really see the comments. Hi, you guys, come on in. Let's have a conversation. I promise you, I don't want to come on and talk to myself. Let's have a conversation. If you could just put your name and where you're watching from in the comments, so I can give you a proper hello. I would certainly appreciate that. The good thing about a live is when people come on, and I'm a church girl, so I like an amen corner. You know what I'm saying? So when we do these lives, you can definitely give your input. If you have any questions, since we're just starting the show, you can post your questions right in the comments. And when I see your question, I will definitely be happy to answer them for you. So welcome, you guys. This is Quarantine and Me, the business edition. And basically, this is a live broadcast that is dedicated to new and inspiring business owners. If you have a business idea and you need to expound on the idea, if you have a business, you're not sure what the next step is, also, if you need to know about licensing in your state and different requirements, I may not know the details about your specific state, but I can certainly lead you in the right direction. So if you know anyone that may have those type of questions, definitely feel free to share the broadcast and let them know that we are live Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yesterday I said Monday through Friday, but no. Friday, we rest. And I have other things to do as well. I have other e-commerce businesses that I dedicate the weekends to as well. So, you got to make that money, okay? Got to get in where you fit in. So today, we want to give you guys just a couple of tips on how, for the early stages of business, starting your business. Because as we know, everything is a thought. Everything is a thought. So, we can think of what we're going to wear. We're going to think about what we're going to cook for dinner or what we're going to cook for breakfast. Everything is a thought. But the only way that you can execute whatever that thought is you would need to do the work. Okay. And I think that's what is lacking in a lot of us, and that's doing the work. Because if the work is not done, we cannot get done what it is we seek out to get done. So I wanted to come up with some tips that will help our new and inspiring business owners. Also, if you are joining us on the replay, if you can put #replay, let us know your name and where you're watching from so we can give you a proper hello. Okay. And I've been doing lives for a while. Last year, it's called Morning Business Run, where we talk to business owners that have built their business so that they can give you tips. So I wouldn't say this is new, but it seemed like every time you go live, there could be a bit of nervousness there. So it's definitely something that we can get nervous about in the early stages. But as we go on, the more and more we do it, we get better at it. So anyway, let's get into what we have going on tonight. So as I was saying, with every with everyone that wants to do a business, it starts as an idea. You have an idea to open up an e-commerce store. You may have an idea to coach. You may want to be a business coach. You may want to teach other people. But there's a series of steps that you need to go through in order to bring your thought into fruition. So our first tip of the day is what you want to do is figure out your passion. What are you passionate about? What do you like to do that so much that even if no one paid you, you would still be able to do that? For me, I love to sing. I've been singing ever since I was 2 years old, ever since I possibly talk. My dad, may he rest in peace, when we were at church, he used to place me on a chair and put a mic in my hand, and I would just sing away because it was something that I love to do. And actually, for a while, that was my living. That was the way I was making my living during singing before I was diagnosed with my chronic illness. And so you want to find something that you are very passionate about that can not only make you happy, but bring joy to others. And like in my example for singing, it brought joy to others because you know what? I sing. And I'm not just saying that, okay? I can actually sing. And so when you hear a beautiful voice, it kind of soothes you, it calms you, it makes you feel good. So in terms of business, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to sell makeup to make women feel beautiful, to make them feel good about themselves? Okay. Do you want to sell clothes to make women feel beautiful? One of my e-commerce businesses is I sell plus size clothing for women. And one of the styles of clothing that I'm totally proud of is very trending and trend-setting clothes for women of extra plus sizes, whether it be 5, 6, 7X. Okay, only because when we go into these stores today, we don't see clothes that are available that look really nice to women of larger sizes. So it was my goal to set out to provide this for women. And so that is what I provide. My store is doing good. Okay. Came on over the weekend and made some sales and sold out. So can you get me my power cord? And hold on one moment. Power cord. It's in my room. So basically, as I was saying before, in selling these plus size clothes, I made other women happy. And so they're happy to get their clothes. They can put them on. I have them send me pictures so that we can post for others to see. Why? Because we were always the bottom of the barrel when it came to clothing. You can find wonderful styles of clothing in size 0 up to size maybe 3X, but the women that are 4, 5, and 6X were totally neglected. Okay, so it was my mission here, you could plug that in back here. Plug that in back here. Go down, plug it in here. Excuse me, just plug it in my computer. Got it? Okay. Thank you. Thanks, my son, so we won't lose power here. I do apologize for that little setback. But anyway, back to it. So yes, so um, all right, we are back. We are back. I do apologize for that delay. For whatever reason, my computer just totally shut down as soon as my son got my charger. But we are back. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? Just want to make sure before I continue. Just let me know if you can hear me. Hello. All right, it looks like you guys are able to hear me. Okay, so yeah, as we were saying that when we talk about plus size, let's see, private chat. As we can talk about plus size and dressing the women that are of more weight, that needs more material. You can't walk into any store that sells 0 to 3X and find those type of plus sizes. So the example that I was given is that is my passion. And because that is my passion, I begin to do the things that I needed to do in order to make that happen for our women. So again, you want to figure out what your passion is. You want to figure out what it is that you want to do to serve not only yourself, but serve others. Because in my passion, when I serve others, it makes me smile. It makes me smile to see another woman happy because I was able to provide them a service that they weren't able to get anywhere else. Okay. And so figuring out what your passion, what you love to do. Okay. And what can you do without getting paid? I would dress someone without even having to get paid because again, I love to see them smile. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is research your competitors. Okay, who is a competitor? If I can continue to use my passion as an example, my competitor would be places like Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryant, Torrid. Okay, and I must say that those companies, they do a very, very good job of dressing our larger size ladies. But again, we want to keep up with the times, and we want to continue to follow that trend for ladies who may not know about Lane Bryant or may not know about Torrid. So they see me, they may like the way I dress. And so what I can do is I can provide them with what they need in their size. Okay. So you always want to research your competitors. You want to research who their what their product is. Okay. You want to research their sales reports, and keep in mind the sales reports are free and you can find them online. It's nothing you have to pay for. So if I was to put into Google Lane Bryant or Ashley Stewart sales report for 2019, because it's not out for 2020 yet. Okay. So if I do that for 2019, their reports will come up of how much the company made for the year, which their sales, I believe they go as far as telling you what the highest selling product is that they have. You can also research who they market to. Okay, what are their sizes? And usually their sizes are like, I believe it's 10 or 12 to 24 or 26. Okay. And then lastly, you want to figure out what is so creative about this company. How did I learn about this company? What makes this company stand out? And so when you begin to find that from your competitor, then you know what you would have to do even more to get attention drawn to your business. Okay. And so, today is the day that we have to think outside of the box, because there are a lot of people selling plus size clothes. There are a lot of people that have e-commerce buildings. But what will make you different from that particular company where they will buy from you? And the good thing about social media is once people begin to know, like, and trust you, they'll skip over all of those corporate brands where they don't personally know the owner, but they know you, they like you, they trust you, and therefore they will give you their support by buying your product. Okay, so that's very, very, very important. A lot of you business owners, I get a lot of questions on how can I get more exposure? You're not visible. You're not visible. And if you're scared to be visible, if you're scared to reach out to people, you'll never go beyond the 1 or 2 sales that you may get every month. Okay. And it's the same questions. When someone asks me that, I ask them the same questions. Are you visible? Have you reached out to people? And even if you don't want to particularly go online, on live rather, you can reach somebody in their inbox, kind of connect with them, befriend them, let them know, look, I have something that you might enjoy. Take a look. And if they see something, they may buy. Okay. So you just can't sit home and make a post every 2 days and think you're going to create sales in your business. That is just not the case. It's not going to happen. And I've learned that more in being in a network marketing business than anything. Okay. You have to be able and you have to be willing to reach out to people. Okay. You have to be willing to connect to people. You have to be the type of person where no stranger, because how will you know if they'll be a big supporter of your business if you don't talk to them? If you don't connect with them, if you don't see where their head is, okay? Which leads me to number 3, which is target your market, okay? Target your market. You can't sell to everybody, okay? You cannot sell to everybody, okay? And most of you, know me. I am a Black business owner, okay? And in my culture, there's a type of clothing that we particularly like, more vintage, authentic type clothing versus the new modern type clothing, and you'll get t-shirts like this one, like the one you see here with the black woman with the afro and different things. That is what appeals to people of my culture. Okay, so I tend to gravitate myself towards it. So I decide that my target market, for the most part, are Black women. Okay, I have a t-shirt business. It's an Afrocentric t-shirt business. So my target market is Black women. Okay, so that's who I can relate to through my products. And I'm not saying and I'm not negating people of other cultures, but my target market for that in particular is Black women. Okay, so you want to be able to identify who you want to serve. One of the ways too is to, when you look at your competitor, look at what their avatar is. Look at who's representing their business. Okay. For instance, you have a lot of the beauty supply stores. All you see is a Black face. Okay. Because we are the culture of people that like to buy weave, that like to buy wigs, our makeup and everything, okay? So that is why you see the Black face on most beauty stores, that you pass by or different things like that, okay? So it's not a, trying to be divided type of thing, but you got to be, you have to be honest with yourself, okay? And say, okay, I think this would appeal to women. You might want to have a product for women that have just had babies to give them some type of postpartum therapy. You know what I'm saying? Because I know myself, I went through postpartum depression very bad. And of course, my dad prayed the prayer of faith and everything was good, but everybody may not believe in prayer. So who do they have to go to get the support that they need because they just had this baby? They have a chemical imbalance. They don't know what's going on the inside. And so that is a type of business that one can develop in order to service our women who just had babies. Another passion is I love to teach. When I was at my entry level job, I worked myself all the way up to be a corporate trainer. Okay. And I know that was one of my passions, that I love to train people. I love to show people how to do things. Adults, of course, no kids. Thank you very much. Don't have them kind of patience. But I love to train and I love to show people how they can do different things. So I knew that whatever business that I was going to have, it was going to include some type of teaching, some type of coaching, or something like that. And so that is why I, do a lot of training, although I run my businesses, but I have no problem, advising someone where they can go to find whatever it is they need to find. Okay, because it is our time. It is our time right now. And if you don't see the handwriting on the wall that online businesses are going to be taking over, then you're going to be left behind. So it's time now that you get yourself together, get your ideas together, get with someone who can help you expound on your ideas so that you can make your vision come true. And don't be scared about the money. There are plenty of businesses where you can start with $200. You can start with $100. Okay. You can start to build your audience up first and then sell your product. There's so many ways to do it. Okay. So I'm here to help you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to post in the comments, or you can click on our link that my assistant is going to, put down, and you just click on that link and that'll take you to our form. And then maybe we'll have you on the show one day to just kind of talk and we'll rap and we'll talk about your business, maybe, expound on your idea. It's possible, people. We are giving you information that you will go and pay a coach hundreds of dollars just to tell you that. Okay. And now isn't the time to charge people all of this money in order for them to help fulfill their dream. Now, once we give you the idea, you may need to hire a coach to support you on your journey. Okay, that's very much possible because I've spent thousands of dollars coaching programs. So I am certainly not against it. But we can give you simple ways on starting your business today. You should not go another day without bringing your ideas on, at least putting them on paper. Okay, so that's why we wanted to come on today to give you those tips on what you need to do in the early stages of your business. So we're going to recap. The first one is figure out your passion. Know what you're passionate about, know what you love, and what will you do whether you're getting paid or not. The second one is research your competitors. Whoever's in that market that you want to go into, research them. Get all in their business. Research their sales support. Look at their commercials. Look at their websites. Okay? See what works. See what works for them. And then what you can do is you can expound even greater than that and think outside the box so that you can increase your visibility as well. And then our third one is target your market. Who is your market? Is it fat and fabulous girls? Okay. Is it men? Is it women? You know, who are they? Okay. Create your avatar. Okay. If you want to do, just Google avatar and then some customized website to come up where you can actually create what your avatar looks like. So if it's let's say a white male, 50 years old, you know, let's say you're selling Geritol or something, I don't know, you know, for lack of a better, you're selling, you get Bengay or something, you know, and, you know, who would that serve? Older men, right? Older women. Okay, so that's what your avatar would look like. Okay, so once you create that avatar, you know exactly what it is. And we are going to definitely expound on that, targeting your market. We're going to give you a whole broadcast on that because there's so many different ways that you can find people that are looking for you. And so that's why I wanted to, you know, be obedient to the thoughts in my head that's telling me to go live and do this during this time because it is needed. Okay, so once again, if you know anyone who could use the information and use these broadcasts, please feel free to share the broadcast. We will be here Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, rain or shine, technical difficulties or not. Okay, and so we want you to be here. We want you to join us again. If you have any questions about business, you can either come on, you know, and we can, you know, talk on the live or whatever, or you can just put your question in the comments. Okay, this is for you. Take advantage. Again, I don't claim to be someone's six-figure expert, but I know what I'm doing. I have a gift, and I can certainly help lead the way to where you need to go. Okay, again, guys, thank you so much for joining. My name is Kimbra. I am your passive income diva coach, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Take care.